Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining me today as I present my thesis titled Company Size as a Moderation of the Influence of Liquidity and Solvability on Rural Bank Profitability in the Tangerang District. Firstly, I would first like to thank my advisor, Mr. Prof. Agung Darmawan Buktadi, MM PhD as a Head of Management Study Program, and also Supervisor Lecture 1, and Mr. Dr. Muhammad Yusuf, SEMM, as a Head of Accounting Study Program, and also Supervisor Lecture 2, and Prof. Dr. Gatot Nasir Ahmad, MSI as Chief Examiner, and also Mr. Muhammad Edo Sirang Siregar SE MBA as Examiner Lecture 1. And then let me introduce myself to you. My name is Gabriela Melina Widiasi from Management Study Program. And in this presentation, I will provide an overview of the background and context walkthrough, a literature review, research method, and analysis, and present my core findings, and also discuss the implication and limitation of this research. And the first one, we will discuss about introduction. And this is a research background, the existence of new business that are developing causes business competition to become increasingly competitive. Over time, the condition of the banking sector in Indonesia has also experienced many changes. Economic development activities cannot be separated from the role of banking, because banking plays an important role in the growth and stability of the economy. Each bank has different level of liquidity, solvability, profitability, and company size, and this can have an impact on a bank's performance. Previous research has shown the influence of liquidity and solvability levels on bank profitability. However, there are inconsistent research between one researchers and one another. And this is a cash ratio in Tangerang District and also capital adequacy ratio graphic in Tangerang District. And BPR or rural bank not only distribute credit but also accept savings from the public. Therefore, rural bank is considered to play a strategic role in the Indonesian economy because it helps the development of UMKM business. Healthy and stable bank performance is required for the smooth functioning and goals of the bank. To obtain an overview of a bank's financial development, analysis of the financial data reflected in the financial report is required. The main source used as a basis for assessing financial performance is the financial report, which contains financial ratios such as profitability, solvability, and liquidity. For example, Rural Bank Eka Bumi Arta has a high company size with total asset 9.22 trillion Indonesian rupiahs and return on asset ratio of 2.89%. Meanwhile, Rural Bank Karya Pemuda Indrawayu with total assets of 270.98 billion Indonesian rupiah found bad credit amounting to 230 billion Indonesian rupiah and ended up being liquidated by Rural Bank due to fraud in bank management. Considering that the asset value is relatively stable, total assets were chosen as reference for company size. The addition of the company size variable in this research functions as a moderating variable because company size influences profits, research, and the control mechanisms implemented. On the other hand, several previous researchers found differences in research, indicating that profitability was negatively influenced by company size. So the gap in this research is several previous studies have shown several different research, which have led to inconsistent in research between one and another. And then research focus for this research is the influence of liquidity on the profitability of rural bank in Tangerang Legacy in the 2019 and 2022 period registered with the OJK. And then two, the influence of solvability on the profitability of rural bank in Tangerang Legacy in the 2019 and 2022 period registered with the OJK. And three, company size is able to moderate the relationship between liquidity toward profitability of rural bank in Tangerang Regency in the 2019 until 2022 period registered with the OJK, and then last, company size is able to moderate the relationship between solvability toward profitability of rural bank or BPR and Tangerang Regency in the 2019 until 2022 period registered with the OJK. And the research question, the first one, does liquidity affect rural bank profitability in Tangerang Regency in the 2019 until 2022 period? And two, does solvability affect rural bank profitability in Tangerang Regency in the 2019 until 2022 period? And three, does company size able to moderate relationship between liquidity toward rural bank profitability in Tangerang Regency in the 2019 until 2022 period? And the last, does company size able to moderate the relationship between solvability toward rural bank profitability in Tangerang Regency in the 2019 until 2022 period? And research objective, the first goal to empirically test the effect of liquidity on rural bank profitability in Tangerang Regency for the 2019 until 2022 period. The second goal, to empirically test the influence of solvability on rural bank profitability in Tangerang Regency for the 2019 until 2022 period. The third goal, to empirically test whether company size is able to moderate the relationship between liquidity and rural bank profitability in Tangerang Regency for 2019 until 2022 period. And fourth goal, to empirically test whether company size is able to moderate the relationship between solvability and rural bank profitability in Tangerang Regency for the period 2019 until 2022. And the research benefit is contained theoretical and practical. The first one theoretical, encourage knowledge about problems that have never been researched before and be used as reference material for future researchers who raise the same problem. And the second one, practical, encourage the knowledge and insight possessed by researchers and become a means of applying theory regarding company size as a moderator of the influence of liquidity ratios and solvability ratios on profitability and conventional rural bank register with the OJK. And for practitioner from the industry concerned, it is hoped that this research can be a search of information regarding the picture of rural bank in Tangerang Regency in previous years to help with funding decisions. And the second one, we will discuss about regulatory review. And this is supporting theory. I use supporting theory. Signal theory is a step taken by a company to provide clues to investors regarding how management views the company's prospects. And the variable that I use for this research is dependent variable profitability. Profitability is a financial performance index that aims to measure a company's ability to generate profit. The indicator that I use for count this profitability is return on asset, and based on Weising and Pereira 2013, effective and efficient banking management policies aim to ensure profit growth and require up-to-date knowledge of financial market, which is the basis for a bank's profitability. And the independent variable, the first one that I use for this research is liquidity. Liquidity is the bank's ability to fulfill its measuring obligation, meet credit requests, and meet funding requests from deposit customers. The indicator that I use for count this liquidity is cash ratio. And based on the Fausia 2021, a high cash ratio value can mean that the rural bank has a larger amount of cash funds, so the rural bank is less likely to use funds from external parties. So the research hypothesis, the first one is the effect of liquidity toward profitability. Liquidity is the ratio that measures a company's ability to meet its short-term obligation before the due date. One ratio that can be used to measure liquidity is the cash ratio. The higher the cash ratio value, it can be said the cash supply is greater. However, a cash ratio level that is too high will have a negative impact on banking profitability because cash doesn't circulate and only settles in cash based on Farha 2023. And previous research states that the cash ratio variable has a significant and positive effect on profitability. Is from Sibagare and Prima 2023, Tanan 2020, and Rustiani and Suryantini 2016. And the other states that the cash ratio variable has a significant and negative effect on the profitability of Herawati and Kanta 2022 and Situmora 2023. So, the hypothesis one, liquidity has a significant effect on the profitability of rural bank in Tangerang Regency. And this is a second one. Independent variable of this research is solvability. The solvability ratio is a ratio to measure the company's ability to fulfill the company's long-term obligation. The indicator that I use for counting this solvability ratio is capital adequacy ratio. Based on Prativi 2022, if a bank has a high capital adequacy ratio, they suffer from bankruptcy. And the research hypothesis, the effect of solvability toward profitability, the solvability ratio determines whether the company can fulfill all debt with the guarantee of the total asset owned. That is based on Yasin and Fisabila 2021. One of the ratios used to measure the level of solvability is the capital adequacy ratio. The higher the capital adequacy ratio value achieved by a bank, the better the bank's performance in protecting its customer. This can increase customers' trust in the bank and increase company profitability. Previous research states that the capital adequacy ratio variable has a significant and positive effect on profitability as Nancy and Ilhami 2023 and Wardana and Setiadi 2023. And the other states that the capital adequacy ratio variable has no effect on profitability based on Widya Stuti and Aini 2021 and Putraningsi and Yulianto 2016. So the second hypothesis is solvability has a significant effect on the profitability of rural banks in Tangerang Regency. And this is a moderate variable that I use for this research is company size. Company size is a scale of the size of the bank, which can be classified in several ways, such as total assets, sales, share market value, losses, and others. That is based on Kamisa et al. 2020. The indicator that I use for this company size is logarithm times total asset. Okay, and the research hypothesis company size moderates the relationship between liquidity toward profitability. One way to determine the size of company is to look at the assets it owns. The large size of the company has an impact on the ease of obtaining funds to develop the company and gain the trust of customer. Meanwhile, other larger companies cannot easily increase or decrease rates of their banking products because they have to pay attention to rates from other competitors. Therefore, the company's profitability may decrease. Previous research that the company's size variable has a significant and positive effect on profitability based on Astuti Ningsi and Bhaskar 2019 and Juniawan 2022. The other states that the company size variable has a negative effect on profitability based on Agnitama et al. 2021 and Pradanimas and Sucipta 2022. So the third hypothesis, company size strengthens the influence of liquidity on the profitability of rural bank in Tangerang Regency. And this is a company size research hypothesis that company size moderates the relationship between solvability towards profitability. CAR is a financial ratio that measures banking capital, where the amount of a bank's capital will influence whether or not a bank can afford it. Previous research states that the CAR variable has a significant and positive effect on ROA. VMS et al. 2020, Anisat et al. 2022, and Ardiani 2023. The other states that the CAR variable has a negative effect on ROA, Rafia 2021, and Astars and Sumiati 2019. So the fourth hypothesis is company size have strengthened the influence of solvability on the profitability of rural bank in the Tangerang Regency. Yeah, so this is the hypothesis of framework. And the third one we will discuss about research method. This is the analysis unit. The analysis unit in this research is rural bank in Tangerang Regency, and the population is rural bank in Tangerang Regency registered with the OJK for the 2019 until 2022 period, and the data collection, secondary data access via the OJK Otoritas Jasa Keuangan website, and the sample was selected using the purposive sampling method. This is a sample criteria. This is the first one is conventional rural bank registered with OJK for the 2019 until 2022 period. 25, that is content 25. And then conventional rural bank then publish annual financial reports on the OJK website for the 2019 until 2022 period. That is content 4. And conventional rural bank registered with the OJK for the 2019 until 2022 period, which have a negative ROA in their annual financial reports, -8, and the total sample used for this research is 13. And then the number of observation 13 times 4 years equals 52 samples in this research. This is the operationalization of variable. The dependent variable that I use is written on NASA, and then independent variable that I use is cash ratio and capital adequacy ratio, and then operationalization of variable, modulation variable that I use for this research is size, and then the analysis technique. The first one is descriptive statistical analysis. Descriptive statistical analysis consists of mean, variance, standard deviation, maximum, minimum, branch, skewness, kurtosis, and sum. And panel data model estimation method. The regression model calculation uses 3 approaches, namely common effect model, fixed effect model, and random effect model. And then selection of estimated panel data regression models. And then test analysis requirement. Selection of panel data regression model estimate using the Chow test, Hausman test, and recurrence multiplier test, and classic assumption test. The classic assumption test is needed when using the linear regression analysis method. The first one, multicollinearity test, heteroscedasticity test, autocorrelation test, and hypothesis testing to find out the relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable. That is use t-test, and then determination coefficient test. And this is the descriptive statistical analysis. This is presents a descriptive of data that is assessed based on standard deviation, variance, means, minimum, maximum, sum, and rest, skewness, variance, and kurtosis. This table presents descriptive statistics of variables with the dependent variable, namely profitability, independent variable, namely liquidity, and solvability, and moderating variable, namely company size. And before selecting a regression model, panel data needs to be tested with 3 models, namely common effect model, fixed effect model, and random effect model. This one is output of common effect model, and then this is a fixed effect model, and then this is a random effect model. And then selection of panel data regression models through statistical testing for obtain the correct hypothesis. So the first one that I use test is Chow test. The Chow test aims to select the best model between CAM or FEM in panel data estimation of processing. Test on the Chow test using the following hypothesis. The hypothesis 0 that is contain common effect model, and hypothesis 1 fixed effect model. Based on this table, it is known that the probability value of the test Chow is 0.00. That is smaller from significant test of a significant test 5%. Then that is means hypothesis 0 is rejected and hypothesis 1 is accepted. So the method chosen is FEM, and testing continues to the Hausman test. And the Hausman test is the statistical test that aims to determine the panel data regression model that best suits compared to output between the FEM and RAM methods. Decision regarding the hypothesis, the Hausman test, namely hypothesis 0, random effect model, and hypothesis 1 is fixed effect model. Based on this table, the probability value of the Hausman test is 0.0392. That is smaller than significant test. Than significant test 5%, which means hypothesis 0 rejected and hypothesis 1 accepted. The results of the Hausman test models were found significant evidence so that the use of the FEM method in this research is more precise than the RAM method. And the recurrence multiplier test was not carried out because of the estimation results. The Hausman test model shows that the FEM model is the most suitable for this research. And to reduce bias in this research of the research conducted is necessary classical assumption testing. Based on the research of selecting the estimation model panel data regression, namely the fixed effect model method is used in this research. And the first one, this is the normality test. The normality test aims to determine whether the data is normally distributed or not. The normality task used in this research is normality Jacobi-Rho. The testing criteria for the Jacobi-Rho normality test are if the value of prop Jacobi-Rho is greater than the data is normally distributed, which means the data in this normality test will fulfill normality test. And as we can see, this probability of normality test are 0.277030. That is smaller than significant test alpha 5%. And then the multicollinearity test aims to see whether there is a high correlation or perfect between independent variable in the regression model. If a high correlation is found between the independent variable, then there is multicollinearity in this research that can be identified through tolerance and fifth values. And this is the output of multicollinearity test. And then this is a heteroscedasticity test, aims to find out whether there is inequality in residual variance based on model observation regression. This is output heteroscedasticity test. If the prop value is smaller than significant alpha, then hypothesis 0 is rejected and can be interpreted that there are symptoms of heteroscedasticity in this research model. On the other hand, if the probability value is greater than significant alpha 5%, then hypothesis 0 is accepted, which means there is no heteroscedasticity in this research model. And this is output of the autocorrelation test. The autocorrelation test aims to test whether there is a regression model, there is a linear correlation between the residual error in period t and period t minus 1. And this is a t-test of this research. The output of t-test, we can see the probability of case ratio smaller than significant test, and also the capital adequacy ratio probability is also smaller than significant test. The effect of liquidity on profitability, cash ratio, proxy liquidity has a t statistic value, t table, namely minus 285, smaller, and a probability t statistic value of 0.0070 is smaller than alpha, 0.05, then hypothesis 0 is rejected and hypothesis alpha is accepted, which means that cash ratio proxy liquidity is partially proven to have a negative and significant effect on proxy profitability. The effect of solvability on profitability, car proxy solvability has a t-statistic value smaller t table, minus 7.100, smaller than 2.00, and a t-testing probability value of 0, smaller than alpha, significant alpha 5%, then hypothesis 0 is rejected, and hypothesis alpha means that car proxy solvability partially has a negative and significant effect on the profitability of the raw proxy. And this is output of coefficient of determination test. And then next, this is a moderated regression analysis. As we can see, this is the first one that I use is cash ratio. The interaction between company size and liquidity cash ratio has a probability value of 0.7079 greater than 0.05. So hypothesis 0 is rejected, which means company size is unable to moderate the effect of liquidity on profitability. The adjusted R-square value is 0.583845, which means that the contribution of the variable cash ratio size and cash ratio times size to ROA is 58.38%, while the remaining 41.62% is influenced by other variables that were not added in this research. Based on the moderating variable classification table, the moderating role of variables D on the influence of X1 on Y is included in the non-moderator type of moderation. And the next one is a variable that I use is CAR. The interaction between CAR and size has a prof value equal to 0.0025, that is smaller alpha that I use 5%, then hypothesis 0 is accepted, meaning that company size is able to moderate the effect of solvability CAR on profitability ROA. The interaction coefficient value between CAR and size is 0.031260 with a positive direction coefficient. This means that every increase in cash ratio is moderated by size by 1%. The ROA variable will experience an increase of 0.031260 or the equivalent of 3.13%, assuming the cash ratio and CAR variable are constant. The adjusted R-square value is 0.756641, which means then that the influence of the variable CAR size and the interaction CAR size on ROA is 75.66%, while the remaining 24.35% is influenced by other variables that were not added to the research variable. And so the effect of liquidity on profitability based on statistical tests, the probability value of cash ratio is 0.0070, smaller than alpha 5%, and the coefficient value is minus 0.0143, which means that potentially cash ratio has a significant influence with a negative relationship on ROA, meaning that if cash ratio increases, ROA decreases. These results are in line with previous research by Herawati and Kania 2022, Hasniati and Novilia 2019, Kairani et al. 2022, namely that cash ratio has a significant negative effect on ROA. Although healthy liquidity is important to maintain the stability of a bank, excessive liquidity can reduce the efficiency of the asset used, which will negatively affect on ROA. Cash ratio needs to be at the right level so that it can effectively meet short-term obligation and increase profits. The second one, the effect of solvability on profitability based on statistical tests. The CIR probability value is 0, smaller than alpha 5%, and the coefficient value is minus 0.0675, which means that partially CAR has a significant influence with a negative relationship on ROA, meaning that if CAR increases, then ROA decreases. The research are in line with previous research by Ardiansyah 2020, RPNT et al. 2021, Aprilia and Subroto 2020, namely that CAR has a significant negative effect on ROA. A high CAR ratio indicates a bank's capital adequacy ratio condition is effective to mitigate risk. Then signal given can be interpreted as prudent action in managing risk. Although a high CAR can be interpreted as prudent action in managing risk, high CAR can be provide security for the bank and result in the bank's reputation being better maintained and increasing customer confidence in the bank. On the other hand, this can indicate that there are idle funds and can limit the bank's growth capacity. And the third one, company size moderates the effect liquidity on profitability. Based on statistical tests, the prop cash ratio times size is 0.7079, that is greater than significant alpha 5%, and the coefficient value is minus 0.0021, which means that company size is not able to moderate that the relationship between liquidity as proxied by cash ratio, and company size as proxies by size. These results are in line with previous research by Mutaharo 2021, Octavia 2021, and Wardani and Bawana 2022. Namely, the core of company size is not able to moderate the relationship between liquidity and profitability. Company size as a moderating influence of liquidity on profitability is influenced by other factors outside of the signal given by the company, namely bad debts and other liability, which means that even though the value of company size has increased, the company will lack funds to cover its obligation in financial ratio. And then the fourth, company size moderates the effect solvability on profitability. Based on statistical tests, the interaction car and size is 0.0025, that is smaller than significant alpha 5%, and the coefficient value is minus 0.031260, which means that company size strengthens relationship between car proxy solvability and size proxy company size. Based on this, company size strengthens the influence of solvability on company profitability. These results are in line with previous research by Setioso and Swardana 2023, Hutauru 2020, and Kirana and Rahma 2022, namely that company size can strengthen the influence of solvability on profitability. Companies that have larger assets can generate greater profits, high, which is followed by the research of the bank operational activity. Large banks with wider market access have better operational activity, so that they have the potential to generate higher profits and improve bank performance. So the conclusion is the research show that the cash ratio proxy liquidity variable has a negative influence on the profitability of the ROA proxy, and it can be said that a decrease in cash ratio tends to increase the value of the profitability of asset ROA. This happens because when a bank maintains a high cash ratio position for the short term without developing or investing resources into an assets that can increase income, it will have an impact on reducing the efficiency of asset use and reducing the ROA value. Solvability as proxy by CAR has a negative effect on profitability ROA. It can be said that higher the solvability CAR, the lower the profitability value ROA. This is because the higher the car value, the higher the interest burden that the bank must bear, which will affect the bank's ROA. And then the solvability as proxied by car has a negative effect on profitability. It can be said that the higher the solvability car, the lower the profitability value. This is because the higher the car value, the higher the interest burden that the bank must bear, which will affect the bank's ROA. Company size is able to strengthen the positive influence of solvability on rural bank profitability. Rural bank with larger total assets tends to have a greater capacity to generate income. Rural bank resources can be optimized to increase revenue. So the implication for this research, the first one for company, this research can be used as reference or further information for rural bank in Tangerang Regency. Based on the research of this research, banks can be more need to pay more attention to managing their liquidity and solvability to avoid negative influences on their profitability. And for investor, this research is able to become a basis for depositors in making funding decisions by considering the rural bank financial performances based on analysis of liquidity, solvability, and profitability ratio. And the research limitation in this research, the sample used in this research only took samples from the financial sector registered with the OJK. This has an impact on obtaining research that are less generalizable to other sectors and country. And the second, the sample period used in the regression model is only 3 years. And the last, the profitability variable is only proxied using ROA. The liquidity variable is only proxied using cash ratio only. And the solvability variable is only proxied by CAR only. This approach may ignore other potential proxies available to measure firm profitability as a dependent variable and liquidity and solvability as independent variable. Thank you for, I would like to thank you for this person. Thank you for my advisor, examiner, and everyone who helped with the preparation for this thesis. This is the end of my presentation, and the insight you have provided are invaluable as I took to publish and extend this research. Thank you again for your guidance throughout my academic journey to achieving this important milestone.